When you team up an Oscar-nominated heavyweight, known for some of cinema's most outrageous characters...
I'm having a perfect moment.
...and one of America's favourite comedians, known for her biting wit and acid tongue...
My boyfriend's gonna...
The last thing you'd expect is a Disney film.
You're not from here, are you?
Well, meet Wreck-It Ralph.
You're just the bad guy who wrecks the building. No, I'm not.
Realising no one loves a bad guy, Ralph longs to ditch the villain label and instead be the hero of Disney's mind-blowing 50-second animated film. Ditching his post...
I don't want to be the bad guy anymore.
Our hero, voiced by the hilarious John C. Reilly...
You want me to help you?
...joins forces with the troublemaking Glitch, Vanellope, voiced to perfection by the amazingly funny Sarah Silverman.
What a moron.
To do what all heroes must do, save the day.
When did video games become so violent and scary?
Please welcome John C. Reilly and Sarah Silverman! Welcome to the project, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. Now, this is really exciting because it's the first animated movie for you both.
Well, not my first animated movie, but yes. Our first one together.
The first good animated movie.
What was it?
I don't know what it was. What was it?
Well, never mind. They're not paying me to fly to Australia right now. But then neither is Disney. But...
What was it about the project that made you both want to jump on board?
For me, it was the them wanting me part of it.
Have you always looked at animated movies, and particularly when you have such huge stars doing the voices? Has that been something that's been on the wish list for you career-wise?
Well, actually, I've been offered a few of them over the years, and I always thought, like, that just doesn't sound like that fun of a day of work. Like, standing in this phone booth by yourself with a microphone, pretending other people are there. But the director of our movie, Rich Moore, was like, we can do it however we want it. If you want Sarah Silverman in the room, then we'll get her in there, you know? So we did a lot of improvising and kind of, smart aleck comments to each other, which showed up in the movie.
Is it odd that someone offered to just fetch you as part of a deal? That's really weird. Oh, you want Sarah Silverman? I'll get Sarah Silverman.
I woke up one day, I was tired like this. I was in a studio. They're not all gems. I was going with a riff.
I loved it. Like, I might have shed a tear at the end, and but I loved it because I played heaps of video games when I was a kid. Didn't have friends. But I was curious. Did you guys play lots of video games when you were young? Like, did you relate to that part of the movie?
I did. We both did. You want to go first?
Yeah, sure. No, you go. We've answered this question many times over the past few days, so we've got our stock answers, but we're trying to give you something fresh.
Right.
If you could sleep with any video game character, who would it be? You covered that one over the last 2 days.
I would say Hubert. That seems perverted, but the shape, and then never mind.
Hubert's more conducive to me, but at the same time, that long thing has a hole.
Didn't want to have to spell it out, but leave it to Sarah.
I'm being told I'm not allowed to ask any more questions.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm being told something else. I couldn't think of a riff. That'd be funny to pretend I had something here.
In terms of the characters, Vanellope, similarities to you? And also maybe Ralph. Show me your hands. Have you got big hands?
I got massive ham-like hands.
Because the character has massive hands. I mean, the creators, have they taken some from you?
Yeah, I've got big hands. There's no doubt about it. Look, but Sarah's got some pretty big hands, too.
I know, I have big hands, too.
She's got some meat paws on her, too. Yeah, I'm not quite 643 pounds yet, but I'm working on it. I gained weight for the role, and then I realized, wait, it's a cartoon. That's stupid, but oh well.
He's a serious actor. He takes it seriously. They had little cameras in the recesses of the rooms as we recorded, and they let themselves be influenced by our mannerisms and the way we said things and everything. And right? Is that the answer to the question?
Yeah, that is. It's good.
Now, Sarah, it's your first time in Australia, and it's compulsory in this country that if a foreigner comes here, we have to ask them what they think of Australia. What do you think of our country?
I would give it a 5.
Out of what?
lot of fun. I got you so good.
We love watching. I think our fascination with you guys, apart from your own talents, is the relationships that you seem to have developed in Hollywood. And when we see you with Will Ferrell, John, and Matt Damon, Sarah, is it very much like the schoolyard that it takes you a while to sift out who are the crap ones and the bullies and then who are the gems, and you find them and then you collaborate with them and you're able to be really creative with them?
For me, my relationship with Matt is only sexual. But we had a lot of fun. I still have that. I brought that shirt.
John?
Listen, hey, can we not all just stop and watch it? It's on YouTube. Let's watch it later.
What are we doing here?
It was really odd.
You were watching it like it was the first time.
I like to watch myself like this on talk shows.
Will and I are very good friends, yes. We've developed a great friendship. My experience is, you know, you hear about, like, these nightmarish ego stories about actors, but my experience is it's about 99% gems. You know, if you're talented and you get that far, chances are that, you know, you're a pretty good person. There are a couple turds, but why would we give them the attention right now when we've got America's sweetheart, Sarah Silverman, right next to me.
Now,
soon to be Australia's sweetheart.
You and Will get your perms at the same time. He just was nice to me.
I know, that's what I get for being nice to you, I guess.
Speaking of your hair, I did hear a story that...
Oh, God.
I heard a story they had money in the budget for a hairdresser for you.
They're tired of hearing about my hair. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I heard they had money in the budget for a hairdresser for you, and you used that money to bring out your band to Australia. Is that right?
Well, let's be clear. They have money in the budget for a companion ticket. So I was like, I could bring a publicist, a hairdresser, or a personal guru. And I chose to bring my band with me. Yeah, so we played Sydney the other night, and we're playing Melbourne tomorrow night, the North Coast Social Club.
We will put the details on the website. Now, we have to take a break right now. Are you guys happy to stick around? Because you did agree to through your publicist. So are you okay to do that? Are you okay to do that?
We're okay to stay in for the second segment.
All right.
All right, we're going to take a break. Back with more very shortly. Tomorrow on The Project, Megan Gale joins us live. Sam Mack visits Middle Earth, and everything old is new again, including the pennies.
This is my mum. She also plays pinball as well.
That and all the day's news the way you want it delivered. 6:30 tomorrow night on The Project. Can't stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't. Welcome back to The Project. As you can see, still got John C. Reilly and Sarah Silverman with us at the desk. But a bit of news, Georgie?
Very important news. Santa's come early to a Sydney neighbourhood famous for its Christmas lights. The decorated houses of Baugner Street in the northern suburb of Davidson has each been given a free solar power system. They can now power up their Christmas lights as usual while reducing electricity costs. Our very own Christmas elf, Sammy Mack, just happens to be there. Sam, how are the residents feeling about not having to pay for their power this year?
Well, Georgie, I could tell you how they're feeling, or I could show you how they're feeling. Hey,
ho, Merry Christmas,
this
everyone.
Is Neville.
Merry Christmas,
Neville from number 24. How much does this mean to you guys?
It means a hell of a lot. Energy Matters have come on board and allowed us to reduce our power bills and supported Bear Cottage by donating $100 for every installation they do. So it's a win-win for everyone, and the residents are right behind it. And it just keeps everybody in sync with everything that the charity's all about, and with Energy Matters pushing it.
Quick question for you. I hate to break in.
For Energy Matters, yep.
Sam, can you hear me out there all right? It's John C. Reilly here in the studio. Got a quick question. Are they taking precautions against electrocution with the Christmas lights? Because I had a mishap before I came to Australia, as you can see. And I want to make sure that everyone's safe and is using grounded outlets and no water around the lights, right?
Well, I did see a snow machine with a lot of chemicals very close to some cords. I think that's okay, though. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's going to be okay. But, guys, I'm just getting word through. We're about to turn on the lights for tonight. It's very exciting. I want to say, before we do, thank you for crossing to me in broad daylight to talk about a lights show. Well organised. Yep, well, here we go. All right, we're going to turn them on in 3, 2, 1. Merry Christmas! Sorry. Yeah, sorry. No, guys, have you got some vision from last night? Didn't you? You guys filmed here last night, didn't you, when the lights were on? Can you put some of that on. Sorry.
Don't worry, Sam. They'll probably stick us in a later time slot next year, and we'll be able to cross to you in the dark. That'll be great. Thank you very much, Sam Mack. Enjoy.
I'll just be in the chemical area. Merry Christmas.
I love it.
Wreck-It Ralph is out in cinemas Boxing Day. Boxing Day, like, this is going to sound like I don't know anything. Is Boxing Day talked about at all in the US? Do you know what Boxing Day is? Is that a thing?
It's on some of the printed calendars.
Yeah.
I've noticed
Boxing Day in my house was the day report cards came out. And my dad would lay into us for...
Johnston, Reilly, Sarah Silverman, thank you for joining us!